What's up, everybody? We are very live, all right? I think. Let me just double check here and make sure that we're actually live here. Give me like 2 seconds. Yes, I'm listening to music at the exact time. What's up? We are live. How you guys doing? What's going on? What's going on? All right. Come over to the side real quick. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I'm just spot checking, going into the Facebook group, making sure that we're live, we're pushing in. I do these by pushing from Facebook, I'm sorry, from Zoom into the group. Here we go. Now I do that this way because I need to make sure I have my whiteboard here, and I'm also going to share my screen. It's going to be very interactive. And I hate going live on Facebook through Facebook's native engine. Anyone else that way? Javier, what's up? Joe, what's up? How's it go? Okay, sweet. Okay, awesome, guys. Very cool. Yes, Stephanie, how's it going? Very cool. I'm very, very excited. Yes, I do listen to music sometimes while I'm, it sucks. It does suck, doesn't it? The new Facebook Live UI, I hate it. Drives me nuts. Guys, I'm not going to waste any time getting into this. I have prepared quite a long time for this, actually. And what I'm going to teach you guys is, it said it cuts in and out a bit. Right now it does, or the new Facebook Live? Tell me, are we good to go? Let me know if we're ready to rock, guys. It's better than StreamYard. Yeah, StreamYard's good too. I like Zoom pushed into Facebook. That's my favorite right now, but we good? Yeah, let's go. All right, sweet, let's do it. All right, thanks, David, very cool. What's up, Benjamin? How you doing? Very cool, ready. Awesome, can hear you fine. Okay, well, I'm gonna dive on into this. Hey, so I'm gonna share my screen, and we're going to go through, I've created slides, and I do that for a lot of reasons. Let me jump right into here to day number 1. I'll share the screen, and then we'll be ready to rock. Very cool. Boom. Okay. You guys see it? You hear it? Ready to go. Now, I'm going to be interactive with the comments, but it's going to be in, I don't know, I'll go back and forth, okay? So I'm going to teach for a little bit, and then I'll go to the comments. So continue to comment for sure if you got questions or everything like that. But if I'm not seeing your specific comment, also know that I have comments coming in from several platforms as I kind of stream and lace throughout the internet. So just know, like, we're here, but just so you know. So I'm going to go for just a little bit here, and then I will jump on into the comments and questions here just a little bit. So guys, first of all, welcome to Build Your Perfect Downline, day number 1. Build Your Perfect Downline was something that I created because I want to be able to talk about how to address a lot of the changes going on the internet right now. There's a lot of shifts happening, right? There's a lot of changes happening on the internet. Obviously, if that's new to you, probably, you know, I don't ever encourage someone to read the news or watch the news, but it might be helpful in this moment for you to go check it out. There's a lot changing. Okay, so, all right. One of the biggest questions I ever get is, how do I use the internet to sell my network marketing product and recruit? Right, as it pertains to network marketing itself, right? As it pertains to network marketing itself, the biggest question I get is, how on earth do I do this? How do I go and use the internet to sell and recruit? And this is big, right? Let me know below if you've ever had this. I get this question from you. I get this question from, actually, I think I've had 8 network marketing CEOs ask this question now also. I had 2 more last week, actually, so I'm at 10 now. And the most frequent, most common, frankly, private client that I have is actually from the network marketing space above anything else. And it's because the shifts that are changing. Network marketing is an awesome industry, but there's also a lot of shifts that are happening, right? Network marketing traditionally was built on the back of who you know and how we can go create relationships. And that's great, but this thing called the internet is here, right? And there's speed that is now part of this game also. Well, also, I just want to apologize real quick. Here up in the top right, my face is probably going to cover the top right there, which is annoying, but I can't do anything about that. So, all right, this is a big question though. How do we use the internet to sell network marketing product and recruiting? Now, I am primarily focusing on the recruitment part and those strategies during this 5-day sprint. However, I will show you how I also do this and how to sell your product on the internet also. Sound cool? Sound awesome? Ready to rock? Come over to the chat. What's up? Hello from Slovakia. Wow. How you doing? Very cool. It's probably late over there. Thanks for taking the time. I promise that this will be worth your times, everyone. Magdalena, hello. What's up, Patrick? Good to go. Very cool. What's up, guys? Good to see you guys. Okay, cool. Let me keep going. Okay. So right off the bat, just want to go through, why is this 5 days? We decided that we would do this with you guys so that my team and I can support you guys, again, while the internet has so much shift going on. And some people have asked, like, Steve, why is it 5 days? Can't you just show me this in 30 seconds? It's like, no, like, you have probably been trying to do network marketing more than 5 days, okay? I want to first of all completely start this off by saying this is a no promo zone. Don't talk about what company you're in. Just don't say the name of it. In fact, that's very cornerstone to why I can do what I do on the internet. Okay. Don't say the thing you're in. I'm not going to tell you what I'm in. I'm in 2 different companies. Okay. One I'm brand new in, so I almost have no downline on that one yet. But the other one is pretty big. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what I'm in. I'm not going to tell you what products I'm in. I'm not going to allude to it. I'm not here to recruit you. I don't care what you're in. What the purpose of this is to show you guys how to use the internet to auto recruit people into your downlines. And I frankly have 3 systems that I built 4 years ago. And I'll show you stats on all this stuff. I set it, forget it, walk away, and they pull people in. Okay. So this is a process that we'll do together, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. So guys, we have had a lot of people do this already. This is not new. I'm not here to guinea pig you guys on stuff right now. I'm not here to be like, hey, I think this will work. No, this has worked for thousands of people. Okay. We've had thousands of students already. I've been doing this for a while. This is not a new thing. And not only has the little guy, if you will, you and me, been able to be successful with this, but also we've been able to do this and pull this off with a lot of network marketing CEOs also. And so from top down. Now, I originally started doing these principles because I had a hard time getting CEOs to say, like, yeah, let's go for it. So I had to affect the market from the bottom up, if you will. I had to go from the grassroots, the ground, the little guy, if you will, up. But the exact opposite is what has been happening in the last really 18 months, especially since the beginning of the pandemic and all that's the craziness, where really it's been the top down, and we've had a lot of influence from both sides now, and clearly the market has shifted. And as per some conversations I even had last week, that's just more and more validated. So quick shout outs here, just so you guys know this and understand this works. Love this from Lloyd. Had 6,700 people in our downline and qualified for the top 25 income earner award. Our list is now growing by 15 to 20 new prospects every day. Okay. It's about 8 months in the making, but it's finally coming together. So don't give up. All right. Finally, took 300. Finally completed both my product webinar and opportunity webinar following product webinar model. Both are converting nicely. Only took about 300 hours to build them. Doesn't need to take that long anymore. Also, that's the old model. But worth it. Had 6 folks join my downline in 1 day. Okay, this is not crazy. And so I'm trying to help you see, like, what I'm sharing with you is not. It's not hearsay. It's not like only the few of us can do it. Lloyd was already a big person when he started doing this. So if you already have a downline and you're already big, sweet. This is just going to accelerate you. As far as I remember, Peter Vaughn didn't really have anything. All right. So if you're brand new, also check that out. $10,500 in 3 days. These aren't income claims. These are stats. All right. This is Peter's experience. All right. We did 1,000 new members in 48 hours. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you for helping me renew the faith in the industry after leaving it for 5 years. Prior, I previously joined every single company with this plan to find the answers. No one seemed to have it. Every upline leader and corporation never really gave me a straight answer on how to actually market. Okay, and this is what I think is so funny about network marketing as an industry. It's called network marketing or multi-level marketing, but no one teaches you how to market. It's ridiculous. So that's what I'm going to show you guys here. And the whole purpose of this entire first session today is to share with you this network marketing model. I'll come back to the comments here in just a moment. I know I'm not interacting yet, but I will here in just a second. Okay. Love this from Amberlin. Had 200 people join my downline in 3 weeks. Oh, in just 3 weeks of launching, had 200 people join my downline. We had 27 grand in products with just our warm market. I don't say it to brag, show the product is hot. Okay. Love this one. Nick Bradshaw, his team volume went from $8,000. It's supposed to be $8,000, not $8. $8,000 a month to $150,000 a month. So this stuff works. Okay. Following Steve took the learning curve away. I think this is cool too. Bonnie and Dustin had a really cool experience where they said, we set the funnel up on Sunday, right? And we turned it on Monday. Someone was in our downline on Tuesday. And obviously there's work involved with this. I'm not saying this is like a magic pill, but this is a very different way to look at network marketing using the internet while still playing the rules of your network marketing company and the social media platforms that we all engage on. None of this is about riding the line or trying to be sneaky or trying to run this little gray area. I'm very, very, very forward on that. Do not be shady with this, okay? And I'm going to talk to you exactly where that line is. I am stay away from the line. Instead, I'm trying to teach you an entirely different way to think about the entire model and industry as a whole, okay? So, and I bring that up because a lot of people are like, oh, well, this is, I'm going to go do Steve Steen and I'm going to get kicked out. No, I'm going to share with you exactly why I've never gotten in trouble. Also, we spent $300,000 in 2 years in Facebook ads to network marketing. But Steve, you can't do that. Well, we did. Okay, I'm going to share with you how to not get busted. All right. And anyway, I love this. Let's see. I got my first commission. I'm glad because I started with 0 audience 1 month ago, and now it's full organic. Rock on, baby. Right. Love this from Billy. Just got my first sale this morning off my thing with a little tweak you recommended. Anyway, Steve, do you actively recruit? Well, that's kind of an old picture. Yes, I do. And it's important for me to tell you guys that I actively recruit. I actively am doing this, but it's also passively done. I hate the term passive income. There's no such thing. Can we just dispel that right now? There's no such thing as passive income. There is, though, such a thing as passive lead gen. There is such a thing as passive recruiting, passive closing, all right? But there's still management of the thing. And so am I actively? Yes, but I don't do anything. Okay, it's just because of these things. And I'm not here to be like, oh, look at me. But what I'm hoping to do here with you guys is to share with you guys how I am doing this. Now, clearly, that's not millions of people. Okay, that's not millions of people in my downline, but it's also not my main focus. So if you guys want to grow a real asset, I'm here to share with you guys how I've done this. Network marketing is not my main focus. It is not my main business. I have a real company that makes millions of dollars, and that's where my full attention is. I often call my downline my hidden downline. So if that sounds interesting to you, you're in the right place. If you're like, hey, Steve, I've got a business, or I work for someone else, or I've got a thing that I still do, and I'm just trying to grow an asset, you're in the right spot. Okay, I'm not here to share with you like this is how you get millions and billions of people to downline, right? That's not what this is at all. Okay. Oh, just like I was just saying, network marketing is not my full-time business. What you're going to learn here is the systems that automate my recruiting and network marketing sales. Okay, I do network marketing on the side of my real business. Okay, and I'm very open about that. I'm not trying to be sneaky. I'm not trying to be, none of that stuff. Please show me how to do this and not have to deal with crazy people at the top. The struggle is real. Melissa, yeah, right. I need to pull up. I want to pull up the Facebook comments here real quick because I know you guys are all there right now. Hey guys, before I keep going here and while I pull this up, go ahead and put in the comments wherever you are. If you're on Zoom, if you're on Facebook, if you're on wherever, drop in there if you wouldn't mind. How many years you've been trying to do this? Number one. Number two, what's the number one issue you're running into? Because this is extremely interactive, and I am trying to. There's certain parts of this I've not designed yet. While I have the parts and pieces, I know what I'm going to teach you, but I also am trying to be reactive to the things that you guys need. Joel said 20 years. Melissa said decade. Let me come back to the actual post here. Let's see. Just open it up. Woo, 120 comments already. Oh, baby. All right. Since 1995 and off. Francisco, what's up? About 3 years from Javier. Facebook. 3 years, not sure where to start. Advertising business without mentioning business. Yeah. People's mindset, 5 years. 5 years on Facebook. 15. Struggle with the mindset. Totally get it, Lois. Absolutely. Trying to do it a year. Very cool, Sean. Very cool. Sweet. Okay. 6 years in MLM, 7,500 people in the downline. That's super cool, Margaret. That's awesome. I'm brand new. Want to build jump again? 2 years, been successful, but need room to grow. Okay, cool, awesome, cool. Alrighty, well, let me keep going here. Since the mid 1990s, 3 years in network marketing. I built for a year and a half. Content is missing. Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's do this. Okay, so before we get started, as we start moving on into this, I just need to set the stage for what to expect. Let's go through a few quick housekeeping things here. Is this going to be recorded? Everyone always asks. First of all, yes, it's a Facebook Live. So as soon as it's off, Zuckerberg has said that it's back up. So it's already up as soon as it's over. I will always pin these recordings to the top of the group so that you know where to go to watch them. So yes, they're recorded. They're there for you. They're right there. I obviously record them on Zoom as well. And we keep backups and all that stuff. I do want you to know though, of course we record it, but I also delete them, okay? I delete them. And the reason is because I'm your coach. And I have done these for probably 3 years now. I've never really done one much inside of network marketing, but I've done this challenge sprint style thing for 3-4 years now. And I have been a coach and I've noticed that if I don't delete the videos, some people don't watch them. Okay, so I'm gonna give you time to watch them, but just know that next Tuesday, not tomorrow, next Tuesday, I will delete all of them, okay? And it's just so that there's that positive pressure, not negative, but there's the positive pressure that keeps you pressing forward. That cool? I strongly encourage you to, I think Facebook has that thing now where you can watch everything at 2x speed. If you're watching the replay, watch it at 2x speed if you want to. If you want to go back and refresh or whatever, you don't always have to do it at 1x. You can watch all this at 2x as well when it's obviously not live like this. So anyway, just thought I'd let you know. I will be deleting them, and but not till next Tuesday, just in case, because I know a lot of you guys are around the world as well, and it's the middle of the night for you too, and so they'll always be there. So I will pin these inside the group also that are always there for you. Cool, awesome. All right, next 5 days, here's the plan. So today I'm going to teach you guys right out of the gate. I'm going to teach you guys the modern downline model, and this is the model that I believe the entire industry is shifting to. It's the one that I've been running anyway for the last 5 years. I'll show you exactly what it is. But most network marketing companies are also kind of, what I've been noticing, that they're starting to put a toe into our space and learn what this is. Tomorrow, I'm going to teach you guys the before you can auto recruit checklist. So today, 30,000 foot, what on earth are you doing, Steve? How's that worked? Tomorrow, I'm going to teach you more of the checklist of how to go pull off what you learned today. On day 3, I'm going to teach you what I call the network marketing balance sheet. This is the assets and liabilities that come along with being in network marketing. And I'm going to be very real with you. I'm not here to mince words. There are pros and there are cons to network marketing. What are they? And how do you play with the liabilities, right? How do you reduce risk? Not get rid of it. There's risk in everything, right? But how do you reduce risk in this space and in this game? Day 4, I'm going to show you guys a lot of other cool lead sources in network marketing. And some money design, pricing design, money design, and as it relates to this space. And then day 5 will actually be a scholarship. So I'm going to tell you right now, my signature program in this space was called Secret MLM Hacks. I had that for a couple of years. I don't really sell it that much anymore, and it works. But my signature program is billion times better. It's called Modern Downline, and Modern Downline is it's awesome. It's everything that Secret MLM Hacks was 10x. Not more in terms of like length, but in terms of clarity and application and how simple it is to win at this space. Okay, you know, like I used to require that people had to be like a funnel nerd like myself, and you don't have to do that anymore. It's a million times easier. Okay, you can literally do this off of YouTube. So anyway, it's amazing. So we're gonna give that away though. Someone in here, we're gonna give that program to you for free. It is a $997 program. It's $1,000, and I will give that to someone. And yes, that's serious. That's real. I'll give you the full thing, full ride, if you will. It's one of my favorite things that we do. So stick with me. Stay tuned. Day 5, I'll announce who that winner is. We do that based on engagement. We do that based on who's staying with me the whole time, who's doing the homework. It's basically whoever chooses to stand out. So it's not hard to win. Just play. You know what I mean? Play the game. Be with us and engage. And I'll show you guys how to get that. Cool. You guys with me for 5 days? Is this a cool plan? Let me know. Is this a cool plan? Whoop, whoop. Yeah, good stuff. So generous. Very cool. Yeah. Wow. I want that for free. Sounds good. Yeah, right. you talk at 4x speed. I do. And it's just because I get excited. There's two reasons for that. One, I get stoked. The second is that if you guys are fast processors mentally like me, sometimes it sounds like when you listen to people speak, it sounds like slow-mo. So plus this is recorded, so you can always go back and rewatch it if you want to. I'd rather just talk fast. Oh, the other thing is people ask, how long is each day going to be? I don't know. About an hour. I don't know. An hour to an hour and 15 minutes. And so I am trying to pack as much in as I can during this time. So good. Very cool. Very cool. I used to watch Secret Max Raider each and every single day in 2019 and 2020. Oh, it's so cool. I do remember that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Very cool. Awesome. I'm here. I want that course. Very cool. What's up, Pablo? Very awesome. Scholarship sounds amazing. Yeah, it's fun. It's one of my favorite things that we do, that we give away. We've been doing that monthly. But in certain topics. This is the first time we've ever done this here for Modern Downline. So we're excited for that. Bring it on. I'm in. Awesome. Very cool. Love it. Related, talk fast equals more content. That's right. Sounds great. All right, cool. Let's dive in. Enough stalling there. First of all, we got to go through what I call the legal crap section. And this is for all the tiny brained people, which you are not because you're here, but I have to say this. All right, here we go. All right. First, I just want to cover bills. You're not going to make crazy amount of money just by sitting here. Go figure, you actually need to work. And now I have to mention that I'm probably an absolute nutcase to protect myself from the other tiny brain nutcases out there, which you're most likely not because you're here. Don't listen to me. I'm crazy. I'm psycho, right? This will never work for you the same way it's worked for thousands of others. The internet window is closed. Eye roll, barf, smack a commie. This took me a lot of effort and work. My do this because it's much simpler than the path I took. Network marketing cash frameworks are completely psycho. Warning, you're probably going to experience joy during this sprint event. Everyone feel disclaimed? You got to work. You got to work. But what I'm going to share with you here will massively collapse time. Okay. And I'm going to share with you guys a lot of these models that I learned myself and was taught by some really big people. And since my background is professional funnel building, I have a lot of cool assets created for somebody. You don't have to go create all this stuff on your own anymore. Anyway, so you got to work. We good to go though? Sweet. You like it? Disclaimed. Thanks, Joe. Also, I want to mention that this is a safe place. I've been involved in other challenges. Anyone here ever take the One Funnel Away challenge? One Funnel Away challenge is super epic. I ran it for about a year and a half for Russell Brunson at ClickFunnels. And I yelled a lot in that sprint. And it was actually, I'm not normally like that. Okay. I'm actually a really chill dude. And so I'm listening to music right now as I talk. I'm a super chill guy for the most part. I'm very aggressive mentally, but like, I don't just lay into people. One Funnel Away, Russell asked me to do that because we needed to create a barrier between his support and crappy mentality people. And so they had me be shtickishly, whoa, like it's all over the place, like freak people out. And it was to, anyway, I'm not normally like that. I've had a lot of people that'll come to my studio. I'm in my office right now. Yeah, see the sides? Okay, I'm in my office. In fact, we rent out our studio for events. There's an event going, someone rented our event space over there. But I'm not normally like, oh, blah, 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 all the time. Okay? It's just because that was a shtick to offend the right person and get them away from buying ClickFunnels. And it worked really, really well. The negative is that some people will come here and they'll be like, you're not all crazy high energy. Actually, no, I'm actually an introvert. I recharge solo. Anyone else that way? So I just want you to know, I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not here to go crazy. I'm actually a pretty jovial dude, which sometimes could be separate to what people think. 3 times OFA. Cool. Awesome. All right, let's keep going. All right, raise your hand or comment. Repeat after me. I, state your name, am very likely. Oh, Melissa said you're an introvert, which is why network marketing is rough. Yeah, me too. So let me teach you the systems that I use to get around that, because I don't want to go talk to someone across the street, so I don't. Right? This is solving my own problem. Okay. All right, repeat after me. I, Steve J. Larson, am very likely to experience a little overwhelm. And you say a little overwhelmed during the sprint. And that's okay, because I'm due to level up my marketing skills and my life. Guys, you're probably going to feel a little stress, and that's totally okay. And I'm only bringing this up so that you know, like, it's kind of part of the process. It's part of the plan. It's okay. But there's two different kinds of stress. There's de-stress, which is destructive stress. That is not what I'm doing here. And I will never do that to someone on purpose. There is eustress, though, as in euphoria, and that's growth-based stress. I do that to my 3 little daughters all the time. Okay. Chore charts, pick up your food, your stuff, eat your food, eat your veggies. You know what I mean? Like, there's different kinds. So I'm going to eustress the crap out of you on purpose. Okay. But I'm not trying to de-stress you at all. Okay. Okay. Also, as far as homework goes, after each of these sessions, I will always pin the homework in the top of the group. Please put your homework in the comments of the pinned post. That is where we look to see not only, first of all, how to help, but second of all, it's where we see who we're going to choose for the scholarship. Okay, that's where we look to go. So it will look somewhat like this. I'll show you exactly what it looks like later on here, but make sure that you do your homework before the next day and you put, I'm not gonna say something like build a whole funnel, right? It's gonna be appropriate to where we are now, but make sure that you put in the comments of the pin post, okay? All righty. Who here has heard of my signature program, Modern Downline? I'm very likely to experience a little overwhelm, absolutely. Nice. Oh, look at y'all in the comments there. What's up? That's awesome. Thanks for playing our game. You know what I mean? Very cool. You're the most motivating, uplifting person. You give me hope and belief. Very cool. That's awesome, Barbara. Yes, awesome. Very cool. Me. Okay, cool. Yeah. I've been slightly quiet. Gina said, no, that's fine. That's fine. I rebuilt it in front of a live audience about 2 months ago, something like that. It's November, isn't it? Okay, whatever that was. It wasn't that long ago. But I went and I rebuilt it, and it was not because anything I've taught in the past is wrong. I just simplified it tremendously. So I'm grateful for that. So anyways, that again is where in the comments where we will see who we're going to give that scholarship away. Guys, I need help. Okay, there are about 800 of you guys in the sprint right now. 1,000 have signed up for it. Not everyone came and joined. You got inside the actual group itself. Thank you for being in here. And so I have these incredible 3 amazing sprint coach mentors, as I call them. Okay, we have Rocio, Trey, and Natasha, and they're absolutely amazing. And if we could give them a cyber hand, that would be amazing. A cyber round of applause, that'd be awesome. They are absolutely awesome. They've been reaching out to you. They've been DMing you. Please allow them to. Look in your DMs if you haven't seen something from them, because they probably have reached out to you. They're awesome. They all are in network marketing. The reason why they are the 3 is because they're already good. And they know their stuff, and they've been through my material. They've been through Modern Downline. They've been through and so they know what they're talking about. And so there's too many of you for me to one-on-one be able to help in this setting. But I just want you to know that we have incredible sprint. If you get stuck, tag them. Okay. And so if your first name starts with the letter A through H, okay, Rocio is going to be, for these next 5 days, your coach mentor. If your first name begins with the letter I through Q, it'll be the incredible Trey. And if your first name starts with the letter R through Z, it will be Natasha. All 3 of them are killers. All 3 of them are amazing. And they are also very, very used to my way of recruiting on the internet, okay? And so they are subject matter experts, and they are not new. They're frankly extremely generous with their time to come do this with you guys. So make sure you tag them and just say, hey, what's up? Excited to have you, right? And we'll put this back up as well so you guys know who yours is throughout these next 5 days together. Cool. The entire sprint is again happening inside of this group, Build Your Perfect Downline. It's inside this group right here. And it is, again, just so you see right here, the 8th right there, we'll do live Zoom and Facebook replays, homework's pinned after each session. Just know this is where it's all happening. Cool. Okay. Any questions on housekeeping? Very cool. Very cool. Great system for coach help. Very cool. Okay. Hope everyone has a piece of paper. Let's get back to the training. Let's dive right back in here. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Just want you to know we're here. We're with you. And we're here to help. All right. One time, I'm not a gambler. I'd rather gamble with a Facebook ad. No judgment if you are, but I'm just not. Russell and I this is when I was working for him at ClickFunnels, and we were at this event. We were walking down the Las Vegas Strip to this event, and he's not a gambler either. but we were there to just go to this event. And I remember we were having this conversation where I was like, isn't it fascinating that right now, all the tools that someone needs to win have been built. They've been built, right? It's not to say that new things won't be invented. Someone recently said like anything that will be invented or could be invented has been invented, which is hot garbage. New things are going to be invented all the time, okay? But in terms of succeeding on the internet, everything that you need is created. You don't need to be a coder. I'm not. You don't need to be a copywriter. I'm actually not. You don't need to be a designer. I'm definitely not. You don't need to be a traffic driver. I still don't know how to run Facebook ads. No idea how to run Facebook ads. So then people are like, well, Steve, what do you do? And this is what I'm going to share with you guys, okay? There's a different mentality, a different way for you guys to think about this. And we were talking about how fascinating it is that I said, Russ, it's interesting that now the biggest hurdle to success is simply belief and just knowledge, because the tools are already built for the little guy to win. I'm hoping that that's liberating. All I need to know is some strategy, and I need to have belief. And if you need to borrow a little belief to get started, that's fine. But eventually you're going to have to create your own, right? You got to be your own hope machine after a while. That's not to say I never get discouraged. Of course I do. You see what I'm saying though? Okay. So I'm going to bring the knowledge. I do need you to bring belief. I need you to believe that what I'm going to share with you guys works. This is not new. You're not a guinea pig. I've been doing this now I left my job almost 4 years ago to the day. And I've been doing this I started 9 years ago was my first attempt, because my little girl, we just found out we were pregnant with her. And my ex-wife and our first little daughter's about to be born. And that's when she's about to turn 8. So it was a year before that I first started this 9 years ago. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then when I got to start working for Russell, and I got hired, which was, I forget what year it is. Anyone ever do that? Almost 7 years ago is when I got hired. And I worked there for 2 years. That's really when I got like I was doing it, but he helped like smooth out some of the rough points. Anyway, and it's just to help you guys see, like, this isn't like hearsay. And this isn't, in fact, I wager that a lot of the people that are in your network marketing companies, that the high winners, the high earners, they're doing probably some variation of this. One of the companies that I helped consult for a little bit, one of the top earners was like, Steve, I don't do a funnel. I don't do a funnel. And I looked what she was doing, and it was a funnel. Just because it's not in a series of ClickFunnels pages doesn't mean it's not a funnel. It was still a funnel. I was like, you're still doing a funnel. And she's like, what? I was like, yes, think of it like that. So just know that this is happening. It's now. People are doing it. And it's easier than ever right now, not just because the models are proven, but because network marketing companies are like given the tip of the hat with it. They're like, don't break the rules of your network marketing company. I'm not telling you to go in some gray area or go on the very edge. Don't do that. Okay. Play the rules. Play the rules of the social media platforms, play the rules of the network marketing companies. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do this throughout this. So let's keep going. I know if they're talking to everyone and saying, hey girl, in the DMs. Debbie, that's not what they say to me. Everything is a remix. Sometimes. All right, cool. So here's what we're gonna do first. Big fan of Alex Sharf, and he's like an older brother to me. I spent 4.5 years in the Army, and he was bringing up the story once that reminded me of this. He started shooting with some special forces members, and he said he felt really stupid because they handed him a loaded handgun, and they brought this target literally in front of him, and they're like, empty the mag into this target, and he was like, what? It was right in front of him. He's like, what? They're like, empty the mag. And he's like, and he goes, they're like, all right, fine, finally, gosh. Gave him another mag, and they moved it back like 5 feet. Move back 5 feet. Move back 5 feet. Too many of you guys are trying to hit targets that are so far from you already, and you never even unloaded a mag in front of you yet. So I'm trying to set the expectation during the sprint that I'm not trying to have it so that you are auto recruiting in 5 days from now. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just help you practice first. Okay, pull that target all the way next to you. We're going to pull it all the way next to you so that you can see that's how Steve's doing this. That's how these Literally tens of thousands of people are doing this. I'm not the only one. Okay. That's how they do this. And pull way forward and boom, 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 right? Then move it back. Don't try and like do all I'm doing out of the gates. I'm going to teach you exactly this model. And I just mentally pull it forward and empty the mag. Okay. Okay. So I want you guys to again, hit the target close before you ever try to go for $1 million offer, or $1 million recruiting, or $1 million network marketing sales, or a million, whatever that is for you. Okay. Just trust the process. I'm not new at this. Okay. Steve, who are you? Hey, I am, I got 3 beautiful little daughters. They are just, oh my gosh, they're so fun. They're my pride and joy. I was hugging, not to be vulnerable, but whatever. I was hugging my eldest last night, she's getting ready for bed, and I just gave her a big hug. And I just told her, I started tearing up. I was like, anyway, remember why you're doing this. Don't lose yourself in it. I call myself the capitalist pig. I have an amazing girlfriend, Marley Jacks. I spent 4.5 years in the Army. At first enlisted, and then I became an officer after. I also worked for this guy. I don't know, maybe you guys have heard him before. His name is Russell. Born to win, baby. All right, just go for it. And you're born to win as well, but you got to own that belief. No one will do it for you, right? I have a lot of podcasts. Secret MLMX Radio. A lot of you guys have said that that's one of the ones you've listened to. That's a great show. I co-hosted and created a show called One Funnel Away Stories with Russell for a while. I eventually sold that back to them. Sales Funnel Radio was a big one I did for a while. Pursuit of Profit is really my YouTube stuff. I ran the One Funnel Away Challenge. Launched for Profit, though, is my main focus show right now, which is just launching and traffic strategies modeled after rich dead guys. Because they didn't have the internet. How did they win? Let's take their model and then just apply the internet. Now the internet's no longer a distraction, right? So anyway, I do a lot of stage talking. How many of you guys have been to one of my events? I'm not trying to, anyway. I'm going to talk about myself for just a moment. Is this cool? Humble brag. Got to speak at Carnegie Hall right before Martha Stewart. That was super fun. Speak Phonic live stage pretty frequently. Do a lot of virtual and in-person events. We ended up building, this is my studio. It's actually right there on the other side of, over there, that wall. Okay, Offermind, Sales Funnel Radio, SMH, woo, very cool. Oh, that helps so much, very cool. Very cool. You can, oh, Chantel, what's up, Chantel? It's cool you're on here. Cool. So I call myself the capitalist pig and the secretary of capitalism because there isn't one, which is nuts. I will burn with this boat of capitalism versus socialism. And I'd say don't get me started and capitalism versus socialism in this country right now, but go ahead and get me started. Just get me started. So I am actively trying to offend the right tiny brain person in this nation and the world. And smile. It brings me joy to know that I'm pissing the right person off. And I'm just going to keep going over. Anyway, so fun. I'm not trying to cause anger or hate in this world, but will never apologize for what I believe in. Money's not evil. It merely amplifies who you are. And if you don't like what's being revealed to you, simply address it without self-judgment. Boom, that's the role of money. Okay, I started broke. And I asked my dad for cash. This is back when my ex-wife and I had only been married for about a year, maybe. And I really couldn't, like, we had $1,000 in our bank account. Our expenses were $1,100, so we couldn't even make it a month. And neither of us could get jobs because it was a broke college town. And so everyone was working for, no joke, $3 an hour. I couldn't work 4 of those and make it. So I asked my dad for money. And this is one of the things that really started me in entrepreneurship. And a lot of you guys know this story. And I asked my dad for money. Now, I'm the oldest of 6 kids. I worked labor jobs. I worked construction. I worked very hard. I was a tire buster, discount tire for a while. I worked hard. I worked at a golf course. I worked at a t-shirt folding place for sports jerseys for a while. And I worked hard growing up. So to ask my parents for money was culturally against the way I was raised. Anyone else? And I said, Dad, can you float me some cash? And he said, son, no. If I give you this money now, you will not exhaust the resources you didn't know you had. Love that. I'm a parent. I got three amazing girls and A+ parenting right there, right? My gosh, I knew what he was doing at that time. I even appreciate it even more now that I have my own little ones. And he wouldn't bail me out. And he certainly could have. We were not rich, but we were not poor either. My dad's actually a world-renowned coder. And it was really cool to get this lesson from him, right? And he basically gave me the pat on the butt and said, go for it, right? And this is one of the things that got me into entrepreneurship. And I started just trying stuff. Now, I went through several different business attempts and I eventually landed in my first network marketing company. And I was like, let's do it. I was like, let's go. Right. Am I ready for this? False. Is this one ready? Is this network marketing company ready for me? And I was like, right. And I was like, let's just go, let's do it. Pony up and get it done. And I was really, really tough. Because what no one told me about network marketing was that after you pitch your friends and family, and I'm not throwing rocks at that, but it sucks, right? It sucks. Let's be open about it. It sucks. It's awkward. Even if you know that someone in your friends or family warm market list is cool with it, it's still awkward. You're going to them. And so what no one told me, and I'm getting a little feisty here too, okay? Because I need you guys to elevate above the model you've been taught about network marketing. Okay. Yes. Melissa, sucks, right? It sucks, right? They look at you like you have three eyes. I do. It's a really strong third one right there. Just teasing it, Debbie. Right. I'm so delighted I can teach this stuff to my daughters eventually. Absolutely, me too. I'm totally indoctrinated by girls. They wanted to buy this little trinket at the store the other day, and I was like, cool. I paint acrylic painting. And I was like, when we finish these acrylic painting things and we build this little e-com store, you'll be able to make money so you can buy that little thing in the store. I'm right with you. Okay, but it sucks. And what no one told me is that after I pitched my warm market, the unmentioned problem is that I have no more leads, right? Anyone else run into this? And then your business is dead. You have no more leads. Lead source is dead. Warm market, who's the friends and family list? Bam, I pulled my friends and family list. I start going through it. I go and I talk to all of them, which I did. I played the game. I did it exactly as I was told. And do people succeed like that? Of course. And if you are down with that, more power to you. I'm not. Okay. Because I've soured relationships to this day because I played this way. I pitched people who were not even remotely interested at all in any type of money-making thing, much less network marketing. And so I was like, so how do we play this game then? Right? I'm not throwing rocks at the industry. I'm a player in the industry, but I'm throwing rocks at how it's played. And this is the unmentioned issue. I talked to warm market, crap, I have no more leads, business dead. I was like, wait, I got to fix this, right? That, my friend, is the hard way. That is the hard way to play this game. And I'm not saying don't do it if there's someone who really would be a great fit, but it sucks, okay? So I was not willing to lay down and die. So this is actually the street, and some of you guys have heard this story, but I actually went and I started recruiting down Main Street. That's the Main Street, by the way. And I walked down the street and I just started recruiting. And I actually recruited 13 people my first month, walking down the street, recruiting random people, some family and friends, some random businesses on that street. That actually is one of the ways if you guys know Colton, who used to work for me, awesome guy, right? Amazing friend. But this is one of the ways I actually got a relationship with him. His was one of the businesses on that street. Okay, that's one of the ways that he and I got together and knew each other, was this street and doing that right there. Okay, caveat, and by comparison, this is an old screenshot, and I get 1 to 2 people per day asking to join my team now. And I'm going to share those stats. I'm going to share with you how I do that. I'm going to teach you how I do that, and it's them coming to me. Okay, so what has shifted is how I approach the game all together. Richard, the NFL club, the no friends left club. I forgot about that term. Sucks big time. It totally does. Absolutely. Yep, that's where I am right now. I hate that. It's awful. Make a list of 100 people. I did that face-to-face recruiting last month to friend. That's not my cup of tea. I felt offended. Yeah, right, Malal. Exactly. It's terrible. Absolutely. So here's what happened. That all happened before me getting hired at ClickFunnels. In 2016, I got hired by this dude. You guys might have heard of him. I don't know. Named Russell Brunson. And I started working for Russell. And I actually wasn't hired to be ClickFunnels funnel builder. My actual original role was to work for him as his personal funnel assistant. And so we just started building funnels for all of his personal clients. It wasn't for like 6 months before we started actually just focusing on ClickFunnels funnels. And which was really fascinating. But you may not know this about him. Russell was actually #1 in 2 companies at the same time because of internet strategies. Did you know that about him? Before ClickFunnels was a thing. He was hardcore network marketing, and he was #1 in 2 companies at the same time. It's because of this stuff. So I got to do a lot of network marketing projects with him, funnels, and I got to see finer details. I was still in the right path, but he helped like broad stroke, hey, this, that. And I was like, oh. All right, you guys hear me now? Yeah? No idea what just happened. At least we know you're live. Yeah, that's good. Good to go now? All right, cool. No idea what just happened? I'll make sure to cut that out and post the replay without the, okay. We are still here. Steve has been sucked into the metaverse. You know, you just see the movie Tron, where he sucks into the, that just happened. It's really crazy, guys. It's trippy. Just lived a whole life in there. Had no idea. All right, cool. All right, we're back. I don't know what just happened, but let me keep going here. And man, getting into the real nuts and bolts right here. All right, hey. All righty then. And boom. So here's our funnel building process. Let me just keep going here with this. Took my hoodie off. It's so hot. Okay. So our funnel building process is basically like, look, we're going to go in and we're going to, Russell would go interface. I would go, we'd chat together. I'd build a funnel and then we deliver it. Right. And I got to work around some pretty epic people because of that, which is awesome. And a lot of them have a history in network marketing. Right. If you guys ever read Business of the 21st Century, oh, it changed my hood. You like the shirt? I don't find prospects, they find me. I'll explain that more as we go. But Business of the 21st Century, fantastic book, right? Really, really good book that teaches, it's all about networking, right? So understanding, and as an introvert, that was really hard for me to read. I know it doesn't look like I am, but I am. It stresses me out. Anyway, so rah, yay, woo. We've crossed the $10 million mark. It's not all in network marketing though, I'll tell you that. Just as a whole, and it's been cool. And I want you to understand that there's patterns in this game. Okay, so this whole journey, because of working with Russell and because of seeing how these big guys actually play the game, it did help me, right? We started off by saying, how do I use the internet to sell network marketing product and actually recruit? And the way that was the journey, that was the whole journey, right? So I'm going to dive into that. I just want to give you guys a little bit of feedback on where I come from. Sorry about that weird blip there. I don't know what that was, but I want to share with you guys really where I've come from in my own journey. But I don't want it to be like a me. Let me tell the stories thing either. So we back. Everyone sees me. Boom, we're back. I don't know what's going on. So many introverts out there walking on stage because it's not the personality, it's about the methods. So true. Zoom link goes to registration page in the Facebook. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. So top 2 companies at the same time. Restart with the nuts and go from there. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is really the beginning here of day 1. And if I'm a little bit long today, I apologize, but it's because I just want to give you some backstory with this. I try to stick to an hour besides this. So let me keep going. I'll move with a little bit of haste here as well, but not too fast. Okay. All right. Comment me if you're better than the majority of your market or network marketing company at what you do. How many of you guys are better than the majority of the rest of the people at what you do? And some of you guys have said already, like, hey, I'm new, or I'm a noob, right? Or I'm not, and that, which is fine, right? You're still in the right place. You don't have to be like this tall to ride this ride. Like, no, you're still in the right place. Me. Cool. I am cool. Me. Sweet. Okay. Think about this though. Comment pile o stank if someone is worse than you, but making more than you. That blew my ever-loving mind the first time I noticed that. I was like, what? I'm way better than that person. This is a pile of stank right here. Are you kidding me? Pile of stank. There's someone who's worse than me who makes more than me. I was on a Clubhouse. Seems like no one's talking about that anymore. I was on a Clubhouse about 2 months ago, and there was a guy asking, Steve, when am I good enough to start making money? And the reality is that you don't have to, it's not about that. You're not, what the fallacy that person had when he asked the question, he said, when am I good enough to start making money? That's not even a related thing. You don't get paid to be good. You get paid to solve a problem. You're not paid to be an expert. There's tons of broke experts out there. So being an expert in and of itself is not how you make money. So disassociate. This is not about being, I have all the product knowledge. Garbage, pile of stank. No, there is a pile, there's some crock that I'm going to share with you that is sold to the standard network marketer. And I'm gonna call it out. Okay. Nobody has Clubhouse anymore. Pile of stank, right? There's somebody, oh my gosh, that person makes more than me, but is worse than me. And it's not because it's about being good, okay? In terms of knowing the product, or in terms of, I have to know the comp plan better than the other person. No, that's awful, okay? I love this quote, and then some of these pieces you guys have probably heard from me before, but it's because they're principles of marketing. He said there's no relationship between being good and getting paid. If I wear a shirt with that and walk into my old college classes, right? I wish I would have had that on my shirt as I was graduating. Thanks for giving me this piece of paper. And I'm not slamming on college, but come on. There's no relationship between being good and getting paid. A piece of paper doesn't mean anything, right? There's a huge relationship between being good at marketing and getting paid. Marketing is the money skill set, okay? So what I'm going to teach you guys here today is going to put you ahead of the rest of the network marketing world. And it's because of this principle. The stereotypical, please write this down. The stereotypical network marketer wakes up and goes and seeks leads. See the direction of the arrows, if you will? Okay. They wake up and they're like, I need leads. That right there equals failure. The modern network marketer wakes up and figures out how to get leads to come to them. Oh, sweet cherry pie, son. You've solved that problem, you win the game. That's true for all business, by the way. If you can solve the problem of how I get leads to come to me, you win. Okay, so think about what you're taught that is already broken as a whole when you get inside of standard network marketing. You're taught, wake up, make a list of friends and family, and seek the lead. Is the direct quote there. Okay, instead, we need to wake up and ask the question, how do I get them to seek me? You do that, you win. You do that, you win. That's why people ask me to join my downline, who I've never met. because of that right there. That's what I'm going to teach you during this. Okay. So what skills really get you paid? The ones on the bottom, the ones that equal leads come to me. That right there, you solve the game. Okay. So this sprint is about automating your lead sources and your sales methods. Okay. So for just 1 second here, I want you guys to pretend that you own a network marketing company. You own it. Let's say that you are the CEO of a network marketing company. Okay. Pretend you own a whole network marketing company. How could this topic make you nervous? I want you guys to think like a network marketing CEO. Why would we scare that person? Put it in the comments. Why does that freak them out? It freaks them out. It's not about how many people you know. It's about how many people know you. Absolutely. Leads come to me. Preach. Oh yeah, leads come to them. I just joined the team. Cool. Right, it freaks out these network marketing CEOs for what I'm about to tell you. Why? And we need to pay homage to that. I'm not here to say like sidestep them, be sneaky, do something under the rug. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that at all. But why is it scary? Let me come over to these comments real quick here. FTC claims, yeah, don't jack with that. You know, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying. Play the rules of your network marketing company. Play the rules of the social media platforms. Play by the rules of the FTC. Don't be playing on the skirts. That's why I've never gotten in trouble. It's because I don't try to I'm not trying to like cloak and dagger kind of stuff. Okay. I'm going to teach you why this works so well. Okay. They're scared because they don't own the customer, because their loyalty is with you. Fulfillment, right? Absolutely. Fulfillment might be a scary thing for them. They don't get 100 referrals because if we know how to get automated leads, then we don't need them. See, yeah, and we're not trying to throw rocks again at the companies either. How beautiful is it? I'm going to walk through more about this tomorrow, the specific checklist of things you need to have before you can auto recruit on the internet. So I'll talk more about this tomorrow, but think about how interesting it is. It's so beautiful that another company will own the brand, fulfill on everything I sell, be the support channels. Like, do you understand how many people I have to hire just to do those things? You don't have to do any of that on network marketing. It's awesome. But what freaks them out about us is they don't know how to they think that you have to be a funnel nerd. They think that I'm going to go say their name on the internet and I'm going to somehow disparage it. There's going to be something I say about my network marketing brand or name or company. And then whatever I say, it's going to freak them out. And they're going to go, oh no, I can't control my brand anymore. It's not what we're doing at all. So we need to be careful with this because I'm not trying to teach anyone to do anything that's like, oh my gosh, like super scary on the sides or anything like that. I keep bringing that up because I want you guys to see this. Okay, this material is meant to make us dangerous in the market, right? As dangerous in the market as an entire network marketing company. I've been blown away. There's been two or three CEOs that have brought me in for network marketing. And I've taught them these models and I've had a bigger list than they had. Email list. I spend more money in Facebook ads than they do. A whole network marketing company, I do. And it's because of what I'm teaching you right here. You have the potential, because of the internet, to level the playing field. You have the ability to speak louder than a whole company if you play this in the right way. Okay. I'm going to teach you exactly what this is. Okay. This sprint is about internet network marketing models. Okay. So my entire goal here is to teach you throughout these 5 days to show you the only way to really win in network marketing or any business is frankly to control lead flow. If you can control lead flow, you win, right? If you constantly get people coming to you, you win the game. You don't have to sell everybody. You don't have to do these weird scarcity tactics. You don't have to walk up and say, are you keeping your options open? You know what I mean? This guy's gonna help me make a bunch of money. I don't know how it works. Let me throw you in. You don't have to do that stuff. They're seeking you. You solve that, you win the game, okay? I strongly contend that the only way to control lead flow online is to be unique, right? To get people to come to you, right? So I want you guys to understand one thing right here. I don't know how to run paid ads. In fact, I had my ads driver set up a Facebook ad campaign 2 months ago, just so I could click the button, so I could say that I run Facebook ads. No idea. So if you're like, I don't know how to do that, I don't either. It's not what I'm talking about. Okay? I have no idea how to code. I have no idea how to design. Frankly, this is not about mind controlling. It's not about joining at the ground floor, which is a pile of garbage, by the way. You don't need to join at the ground floor. You still run into the same problem as everyone else, even if you join at the very top or at the ground floor, whatever. It's not about coding or designing. It's not about an algorithm hack. It's not about some ad secret or a comp plan. Okay. I can't even quote my comp plan. I don't know what it is. It's not the knowledge that makes me money. It's not, right? Have you ever studied your comp plan and then be like, holy crap, I got $1 million, right? That has nothing to do with learning how to get leads to come to you. I don't know my comp plan. I'm not throwing rocks if you do know yours, but I'm just trying to share with you how powerful these strategies are if you just learn this, okay? Can I just be honest here? Thick skin. Can we act like it's the 1990s and I can say whatever the F I want? Is that all right? Can I just be forward? Okay, I'm gonna get a little hot and heavy here. I get a little feisty because I want to just be real, right? Your success has nothing to do with the comp plan. It just doesn't. It has nothing to do with logos, joining at the top, a slogan, joining lots of network marketing companies. Okay, upline support. I used to blame my upline. I'd be like, oh, I didn't get the support I needed. How dare I even place the responsibility of success on their shoulders? Okay, shame on me that I even ever did that. Okay, that's nothing to do with that. A single rock star recruit. I remember you're one recruit away from a gigantic downline. Do you know the average network marketer recruits 2.3 people? If you're going to recruit 2 people, they better be rock stars, man. They better be like sales machines if this is going to be a real asset for you. So don't base it on that, right? Come on, Peter. All right, there we go. This is not about being good at tech, a single phrase, or frankly, even your product. I'm not saying sell crap, but it's not about the product. There's plenty of amazing products out there that no one has ever bought and has made the creator of the product and seller product broke because they couldn't get leads to come to them. They can't control the direction of the arrows to them, right? Success in your network marketing company is completely about getting consistent lead flow, right? Getting attention with sales-based stories, closing, right? It's that. That's how you win this game. Getting the lead flow, right? Getting the sales-based stories, being able to close people. That's really what this is about. All right. So people will ask, Steve, am I ready to actually start doing this and approach this from a modern downline perspective? And I just want to just bring this up. You're in the right frame. You're in a good place, a good frame of mind. If you can just answer this question, okay? If you can just literally say this one thing right here. I don't know why this is, there we go. How can I treat my network marketing business, right? How can I treat my business like a real business, not a hobby? Right? How can I use the internet for auto leads? How do I get leads to come to me? If you just want to answer that question, you're ready. You're ready. And there's a lot of junk you get to skip. And there are some things that we are taught in network marketing, myself included, that was a great sales message to get us in. Not throwing rocks. I'm in it and I love it and I'll always be in it. Right? But there's certain, we gotta separate the wheat from the chaff in terms of concepts that makes us money. So let me come back to this. After I was literally pitching everybody down Main Street, and people didn't do anything, a huge problem started. And the problem was that I recruited and those 13 people started asking me the question, Steve, I'm in this. What's the plan? When will I be rich? What do I do next? And I remember I was just duplicating the exact same problem, which was I basically said, give me a list of your friends and family. Let's 3-way them online. And I started doing that, or 3-way call them, I mean. And that's exactly what happened. And I remember the feeling, and I remember it feeling wrong. Have you ever felt awkward doing that? And it felt weird. And if someone is truly a good fit, then yes, approach them. But bugging family and friends for the sake of a business, that's really intense, you know? All right. Please write this down. Not all buyers are the same. You got to be aware of Freddie the freeloader, man. Whew. That's a terrible person to join your downline. Freddie the freeloader, that guy will get you. All right. All right. The person who says, like, I don't want to do anything. I remember there was a guy that I recruited once. I brought into my downline and I drove a 3 hours round trip to get him to do his first contact. And it's like I had to get a cattle prod to his back. Do something. Terrible recruit. It's not that I'm lazy. It's just that I just don't care, right? These are terrible people to recruit. So guys, I need you to write this rule down. I'm going to give you, I think 5, might be 6 principles of the modern downline model. But it starts with this, okay? If somebody needs your opportunity in their life, they are not a good fit. If you wake up and you look across the street and you see Mr. Jones across the street and you're like, man, Mr. Jones is struggling. He really needs this opportunity. Don't you dare recruit him, right? You want to recruit successful, busy people. Why? Because they're successful and they're busy. They know how to self-move. They know how to self-motivate. How many guys are picking up what I'm putting down on this? Okay. Don't recruit someone just because they need it. You need to recruit people who want it. Totally different person, completely separate mentality. You completely skip Freddie the freeloader and the others. Okay. So I started saying, hey, I'm going to go in and I'm going to try and find these good leads like these pros do. And this is the actual apartment that I was living in at the time. I think that, in fact, I'm pretty sure that is the right there. And I remember it was in college. I had walked down Main Street. I'd recruited the 13 people. None of them did anything, and I wasn't ready to quit. And it was a freezing winter. And I remember being up at like 2 a.m. asking myself, like, how are these guys doing this? How are the pros pulling this off? And what are the real earners actually doing to build their downlines to get leads? And again, I know I've brought this up. Some of you guys have heard this stuff before, but they were not doing home meetings, hotel meetings, or phone meetings. That's what they were telling me to do because I was their lead gen, not my own. Did you hear what I just said? I was their lead gen, not my own. But what's my lead gen? Oh, I hope it duplicates. I better get someone in my downline and say the same thing. And then now they're my lead gen. That sucks. Just take the power of lead gen back into your own hands and you don't have to do this junk. Right? If you can get lead gen down, you're done, right? You're ready to rock. Even if your funnels suck, even if your scripts aren't A+ amazing, even if you're not great at closing, even if you're not amazing at downline management and team motivation, you still will win if you control lead flow. That's the one domino that if you control that, the others barely matter. Okay, great, Scott. All these other guys, what they had was websites, they had courses, they had publications, they had their own assets. And so I decided to go and do it. And so this is rule number one. Please write this down. Okay, the modern downline process basically says that, anyway, number one, leads come to me. Hence the shirt. I don't find prospects, they find me. Okay, so I was like, what if I do the same? Look at the baby face right there. I was in the Army, I was in school. This is my first free plus shipping offer. It was a CD, which tells you how long ago this was. And it's a screenshot from a video series that I did. I was so poor. I was renting cameras from the public library, and what I was teaching was really valuable. But I was anyway. So I decided that I would how could I get leads to come to me, which is going to be part of your homework tonight. Okay. And so I went in and I started selling that little CD thing. And I sold this little CD thing, and it made $1,000 a week for over a year, which for me was mind blowing. I spent $50-ish in total investment to create it, and it made $1,000 a week for over a year and a half, or over a year, and 59 grand. It's nuts. It's nuts. It blew my mind. Changed my life too. That's all I needed to change my life. How many guys just $1,000 a week would just blow your, like, oh my gosh, I changed my world. And it's because it let me do this. So rule number one is we're going to create something that brings people into our teams. Number two is we need to figure out how to get leads to come to us. Let's change the direction of the arrows. All right. And so this is where I really learned this. Where are all my salespeople at? Let me come back here. Learn foundations. I still have that disc. No way, James. You still have that disc? That was so long ago. Oh, no way. That's awesome. You were the mule. Yeah. Marketing meetings, park meetings. My upline asked me to ask my mom to get her friend to come to my company's events. Oh, absolutely. No needy people. Wish I thought of that 4 years ago. I wish I did too, Rosemary, but you know what? Like, no judgment. We've all made mistakes. We've all done it ways. And you know, that's why I'm not slamming anyone. I'm not saying you're in the wrong. You just did what you're being told. I did the exact same thing. I sat down with the first guy that recruited me, and he's like, you want to win? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you sure you want to win? I was like, yeah. He's like, well, you got to do what successful people do. And I was like, that makes sense. And so I just started calling and three-waying, and it's way better ways now. Okay. This is why. When I was a door-to-door salesperson, I doubled my sales because of a really interesting series of events that happened. So I woke up every day, and I remember I was looking at these series of billboards one day after a really, really tough rejection. Be nice to door-to-door salespeople. That's the suckiest job on the planet. I chose that on purpose for that reason, to learn sales in really tough environments. So I did 2 summers of door-to-door sales, and I was also a telemarketer. I was that guy. But I knew I needed to learn how to sell, or I wouldn't make it as an entrepreneur. So I was like, man, I had this huge rejection the whole day before. The whole entire neighborhood was just they were really nasty. There's saying no, and then there's being nasty. So I was down in the dumps, woke up the next morning. I was still kind of in a bad mood, got in the car with all the other sales guys. We started driving out to our area, our recruiting, our knocking areas. And it hit me like, I'm waking up every day trying to sell things to people who were not planning on buying something today. But people who call the billboards off the highways are literally calling in, asking to be sold. How do I be like a billboard? Think about that. How is this? That's no different than standard network marketing procedure. You're trying to sell people something that they were not planning on buying that day. But wait a second, there's literally, think like a highway. There are existing traffic sources of just literally tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people who are already in motion to buy. How do I just learn to just stand in front of them? And so this was huge for me. I was like, I was doing door-to-door, right? And I was like, how can I go pitch people who were planning on buying something? How can I pitch a whole neighborhood at once, right? I realized so I started putting these ads up, and I started getting just as many door-to-door sales as I was phone sales of people calling me, asking me to buy my pest control. That's what I was selling. And it changed my life. And I was like, wait, how do I do this for network marketing? Because this is around the same time I started getting into network marketing. And this is actually how I got on the internet too, by the way, the internet business. So let's translate this over to the standard network marketing model. Guys, put in the comments below, how long does the average home party take? How long is it? I remember the first home party I ever did. This dude came over and I had like a home party and all this stuff. And it was like a 2.5 hour ordeal. What about you guys? How long is it? 3 hours? Nick says 3 hours. 2 hours. Pesky Steve's Pest Control. I love it. That's awesome, Nick. How can I be like a billboard, right? Exactly, thing like that. Yeah. 7 years in Tibet. Joe, it takes 7 years, but yeah, right. 2 hours, at least an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, right? It's usually more than an hour, but let's just say it's an hour. But I'm really fighting. What my actual true competition is the amount of time it takes to pitch. Volume of pitches is what you're really fighting in network marketing. You need to think what I was thinking. How can I pitch a neighborhood at once? How can I think like a billboard and get my pitch to lots of people at once without my involvement? How can I get my pitch to lots of people who are already in motion? Oh, hashtag sweet cherry pie. Yeah, that's some good, because you solve that. Again, you're solving the game. This is how we're standing in front of already existing leads or already existing traffic sources where the arrow is coming to us. Oh, so much better. Just stand in front of. You don't have to create traffic. Traffic already exists on the internet. You don't have to create it. Just stand in front of it. It's like, oh, sweet. There's all these people coming in, and pitch volume is what I'm fighting when it comes to network marketing, especially on the internet. Okay. So let's just think about this. Here's a screenshot. I just took a year. This is obviously an old screenshot, but I took a year of one of my funnels where people ask to join my downline. And you can see right here, look at that. 1,770 people asked to join my downline that year. 1,770. How many hours are in a year? I actually don't know. Is it like 3,000 or 4,000, something like that? Okay, well, if they're each an hour and you're just pitching one-on-one, which a lot of times we are, or home party doesn't have that many people in it, my year would be over because it's more than an hour. That's the year, right? I can't do that. In order to get 1,770 people just to ask to join my downline, I had to approach 6,950. 6,950 are how many I approached. Of the 6,950, 1,770 actually asked. Ooh, you guys see the power of this? What you're really fighting is pitch volume. Yes, it's network marketing. Yes, it's still a relationship business, but you can still automate key parts of that relationship. You don't have to be face to face, but you can still create a relationship, even like I'm doing with you guys right now, right? Right. In 1 month, just the month of December, 130 people asked to join, 517 began, 130 actually finished. That's fascinating. That's fascinating. It's not like everyone you bring to your home party is even interested. So the scale is part of the problem. When just the standard face-to-face model. I don't do that anymore. Okay. Right, and again, this is an old screenshot, but woo, right? And so it brings people in, not millions, but it's also not my involvement, not my time. And if you are interested in that type of growth, because this is not my main, I call it my hidden downline for a reason. It's hidden. A lot of people don't even know I'm in it. You guys do, because I'm out there making noise in the network marketing space. But my friends and family still ask if I even do it. Still doing that thing? Like, yeah. Right? Okay, so this, please take a screenshot of it. Why can you do this online, Steve, and not get in trouble? And it's because of how I approach the game. Okay? I approach the game with the funnel model. I basically say, let's go in and let's create. It is so hot in this room right now. Wow, it's toasty, toasty, toasty in this room. It's network, not net wish. Ooh, Margaret, I love that. That's really good. Folks only focus on networking and do it very anti-masterfully. Yeah, that's good stuff. The difference is all the no's you had to get in the face. Yeah, and I didn't have to do it. I automated it, right, with pitch volume and standing in front of existing arrows coming to me, right? I don't have to go shift a whole industry and say, arrows, you've been going this way, come over this. That takes a lot of work. Instead, let me just find which direction the arrows are already going. Where's traffic already going? And I'm just going to learn how to stand in front of it and become attractive. That's way easier. That's so much easier than me doing the equivalent of door-to-door sales, because most network marketing is basically the same thing as door-to-door sales in terms of a grit and challenge. In fact, I think you have more leads, organic leads as a door-to-door salesman as you do in network marketing. I can talk to a neighborhood when I'm door-to-door selling. I can maybe talk to a couple people off my phone. You know what I mean? Like, you talk to the 100 and you're like, that's it. Our goal was 100 per day as the door-to-door sales guy. It's fascinating to think about that realization. Alrighty, so check this out. So first off, don't do all this in one shot. But I create 4 different products that gets people coming to me. And when I say products, they're not all paid either. I create 4 different digital assets, if you will, that gets people coming to me. One is I create relationships through content. I just leverage content. And if you guys, a lot of you guys already said you listen to my podcasts, or some of you guys already gone to my YouTube channel, my network marketing one. And I got 2 different YouTube channels. And I just leverage content. And that does a lot of the farming and relationship creating for me. Another one of my digital assets, if you will, are the things that I use to just create more leads and noise. All right. And my goal eventually is to spend ads at break even. But if you don't have money for ads, then just skip that. Don't even do it. Just don't overthink this. Okay. The lead generation and noise piece, I'm going to go create stuff like, I don't know, we had a bunch of like themlmfunnel.com, right? That's one of the .coms that literally holds that role. If you want to see a live example of this, go to themlmfunnel.com, just off the top of my head. And that creates leads and noise. Then we create unique network marketing offers around whatever my network marketing product is, similar to the affiliate model. And that's super simple. So now I have something that makes me stand out. When people come and they join my downline, what makes me stand out amongst all the other people that they could join? I give them extra stuff, right? So I'm creating strategically these different things. One of the questions I already saw in the group was, do I create a funnel that's separate for recruiting versus product sales? Yes, because they're 2 different products, right? So I create a funnel, I create and if you're like, I gotta be a funnel builder to pull this off. No, you don't. My first funnel was a series of YouTube videos. So, and it was in network marketing. And it was 5 YouTube videos that by the time they ended watching the little 5 playlist, they wanted to join my downline. I remember waking up, as when I was in college, I was not working for Russell yet. And in fact, I don't even think I had ClickFunnels. No, I think I had ClickFunnels by that time, maybe. Anyway, it was early on, and it was just 5 videos. And at the end of the 5 videos, they were like, I got to join you. I don't even know what you're in. And that was the first time in my life I ever would wake up, roll over, look at my phone, and I would see messages from 2 or 3 people saying, I want to join whatever you're in. And it was consistent. Still a funnel. Still a funnel. Broaden your view of what funnel means. It's not just a series of funnel pages. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. Okay. So I made these. I made them. I bring this for a point. Those are my products. Why do I not get in trouble? Because nowhere in those do I even mention the name of the company I'm in. That's why I don't get in trouble. Don't say the name of the thing you're in on social media platforms. Don't. Stop. Facebook is not the place for you to sell people. It's the place for you to get attention. And so I use these as attention gathering mechanisms that pull people's attention towards me because of what it is. And then on the back, I go and I recruit them. Okay. So check this out. Think about it like this. You have your network marketing company. You got your network marketing company. Play the rules of your network marketing company. Don't break the rules. Don't go around and if they're like, hey, you can't talk about us on the internet, then don't. Right? I've been a part of several that say I can't. So I didn't, but I still use the internet. Okay. But follow me. This is why. Okay. So I'm playing the rules of the network marketing company, but I'm also playing the rules of the social media platforms. You got these 2 worlds that you got to make sure you're being cognizant of. Right. And so the internet, all the social media platforms, anything on the internet, play their rules too. Guess what? Facebook hates. They hate MLM. They hate it, which is why I say network marketing now also, which for some reason people think it's different. It is the exact same model on the internet, by the way, to the T. It's so funny. We just call it something different, expect it's different. It's not different. Network marketing, multi-level marketing, the exact same thing, especially when it comes to your role on the internet. Okay. And so they hate it. So stop saying it. Don't say that. Look how I'm careful to craft stuff in a way that makes it so I never get in trouble, and I never have. And I stay far from their from getting in trouble. So we have network marketing, right? We got the internet. Where do you stand? In the middle. And I do it. I'm just going to tell you what I do. Take it as advice if you'd like to. Okay. This is what I do. I create my own company of info products that stands in the middle. So instead of me taking network marketing products directly to the internet and all the Facebooks and all social media platforms, which they hate, don't do that. Instead, I create my own info product company that stands in between as a liaison, as an intermediary. Okay. So I'm not promoting my network marketing company on Facebook. What am I promoting? My network marketing products. Mine, the ones I made. I can put those on there. I can say what I want to in there, right? And so I'm keeping the rules of both sides. And then on the back, right? So I got those on the back. That's what's building my own list. I think of list as like a bucket. That's why I put that there. I got my bucket of leads, and then I can auto follow up, auto pitch, auto approach and recruit for my recruiting and my network marketing at the back. Does this make sense? Anyone's mind blown yet? This is the model. And by doing this, you don't get in trouble. Or I haven't anyway. I can't guarantee that, right? Disclaimer. Everyone feel disclaimed, right? But this is how I've done it. So if I can't say their name, don't. Just stay far away from the line and don't even try to get sneaky about it. What do you think people who want to build their downlines on the internet are interested in? Strategies on how to build their downline. So what do I create? Network marketing info products about how to grow the downline. And I make sure I use all the terms that are in the green with these platforms. I make sure I use that there's no claims, there's nothing. And then I let them find them. Because if someone goes to Google and types in www.howIoughtarecruit because I really want to.com because I can't figure out how to do it with my upline, I show up. And I'm not pitching to mine. But guess what? thousands of people go get my thing, and then I let them come to me after they've bought from me. I don't even go and pitch them afterwards. You can if you want to, though. They come in, they grab the stuff, they're on my list, and then I can auto pitch, auto approach, or do what I did for the first 3 years, and I don't even pitch them. I wait for them to come to me and say, Steve, what are you in? Whatever you're in, I want to join it. I'm like, sweet, here's how you do it. Got to go apply, though. Like, what? This makes sense. Just become your own thing in the center. And then both sides are cool, right? Then I don't need to go be sneaky. I don't have to like talk about it in these sideways ways. It's like, it's awful. Hate that. Okay. So next question people ask them is like, all right, Steve, why would somebody join you versus somebody else? Fair question. Okay. One of the reasons this works so well is because I stopped letting people join my teams just because they were interested. Oh, hate that. They need to want it. They need to want it. I'd rather have 1,000 epic people in my downline than 30,000 people who don't do a thing. All right. You need team volume. You need sales. It's not just about recruiting. You got to go sell product. You got to sell product. And so team volume matters so much, right? So what I do is I basically set this relationship up with people where I basically say, like, look, if you apply to join my downline and you get in, I need them to apply because it tells me that they're more than just interested. And if they apply, usually I just let them in. It's just sweet. You showed me that you're interested more than just an interested. You're actually serious about this stuff, right? So what I do is I tell them, like, look, if you apply, let's act like this is college, and I put in an application. Not everyone gets accepted, and not everyone does. And then what I do is I take that application and I'm like, sweet, there you go. And this is all automated, right? They set their application in, and then they're accepted into my downline, and then I give them a leads system. They're going to need leads too. So I just share with them how to go do that. And I automated tons of this through members areas that walk somebody through how to their first 3 weeks in my downline, or 4 weeks, the first 4 weeks in my downline. Hey, day number 1, let's set up your back office. Day number 2, here's all your links. Day number 3, here's all the promos that tend to happen over and over again. Day number 4, day number 5, I'm not in it at all. There's one guy that had a hard time with this, and he was like, you don't talk to your team at all? I'm like, no. He's like, isn't that offensive? It's like, no. How come they don't get mad? They don't get mad because I set that up front. I find people who don't want me to talk to them either. Right? That's it. That's it. You get to design this. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Who do you want in your downline? Design it from the beginning. Call them out. If you don't fit this mold, if you're not this cookie cutter, don't join my team. Right? And I get to say that up front while they're filling out their application. And guess what? That weeds out so many people. That's fine. I'm building a dream downline, not a massive volume. Look at all the people, but a lot of them don't want to do anything. And they constantly need me to tell me the next promo, and awful. Just upgrade your person, upgrade your customer, solves all of it. Okay. Oh, forgot about this. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear this. You may not be able to hear this. Yeah. Hey, I got a shout out from Russell. You're not gonna be able to hear that. Anyway, I got a shout out from Russell at Grant Cardone's stage at his 10X event. It's super cool. He was like, check it out. Steve's still got friends and family, because he makes people apply before they even know what if they're. Anyway, we make people apply to join the downline. It's not just like, oh, you got a heartbeat and a credit card. I'm not trying to make fun of it, but I am trying to kind of make fun of it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of the reality of where a lot of network marketing is. And so, party time, huge. The reason we got a shout out is because my system works really, really well. And Russell gave it a shout out on Grant Cardone's stage. And it's because they apply, and then I hand them a prepackaged lead system, because I don't duplicate. I'm so sick of the word duplication in network marketing. I'm so sick of it. Okay, you don't duplicate. You're a person. The only thing that duplicates are systems. So you have to have a system to even duplicate, because you're not the system and you don't duplicate. Does that make sense? So you got to separate those two. If you don't have a system, it means you're the system, and it's the reason it's been so hard for you to recruit using the internet. Build a system that is a third party and external of you, that you can hand off, but you can't hand you off. How many of you guys have ever recruited a team and then they constantly need your time and attention to make any decision? It's awful. I've been there too. It's awful. It sucks. So I don't do that. So I just set up to upgrade the customer and realize that there are tons of people who, you know what? I don't even know who's Russell's in my upline in one company. I don't know who's in my upline in the other because I don't want to talk to them. I want to go get leads. I want to recruit them. I want to bring them in. I'm going to do it all automatically. And if they are not this tall to ride this ride, I'm not going to let them in my downline. Sorry, not going to, like, this notion that we go to our upline because we're all going to help each other win. Okay, they're also your competition. They're also your competition. Your upline and your downline are also your competition. It may not matter to the customer who they buy from, but it matters to you. You don't get the commission. They are your competition, right? And so I'm going to go off and I'm going to try and be the best marketer to win, all right? Now I'm going to give my team, my systems, all the stuff that I need for them to win, but I am not going to save them. I'm a strong believer in God. That's not what I'm talking about at all, but no one's coming to save me. Financially, I'm saving myself. You know what I'm saying? Financially, no one's coming to save you. Financially, no one's going to just hand you just a buttload of leads. You gotta save yourself. And so have that mentality and realize that, yes, you're here to help your downline win. Yes, you're going to work with your upline, but don't fall in love with them to this point where you're like, they're going to make me successful. No, wrong expectation. You guys still with me? Am I being too forward? We good? We got a lot of you on here. So, oh, there's a lot of comments I've not haven't caught up on yet. Sorry. Babies suck. Yeah, absolutely, Kirk. Yeah, cool. I don't duplicate well. But oh, this is kind of cool. In 1 year there, we had 2,241 entries off of our Wufoo application. It's kind of neat. Okay, so I've said a lot here, and I'm done now. And so I'm just going to give you guys your homework. So this is really it. So in order to pull this network marketing model off on the internet, you're really doing a few things. You're creating your own product so that leads find you. And then we leverage pitch volume using the internet. So you can pitch a lot of people, way more than you ever could one-on-one or with a home party. Then we follow the internet marketing's, we follow the internet platform and the network marketing company rules. Don't break the rules. Just be your own intermediary. Create your own info products that attracts your dream customer, right? That creates leads and lets me auto pitch and approach people about the company. There it is. That's it right there. Yes, you can do all of that. And so I get people who a lot of times are like, hey, you can't go do that. Why? There's nothing stopping you from making your own thing. Just because you affiliate, right? You sell for, you get a commission of someone else's product, doesn't mean you can't make your own. That see, amateurs focus on the front end, right? That's the quip, that's the saying. One of the reasons why I'm one of the top affiliate marketers at ClickFunnels still is because I don't do it full time. I am creating things in the front where the sales come in the back. And you have to treat network marketing the same way when you do it with the internet, where you create things that attract the right person and then the real sale comes on the back. I'll talk more about that model tomorrow. But Steve, are you saying I need to create my own info product? Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. And any kind of internal hang up or thing that you're like, I don't know if I can go do that, or just like tell it to shut up. Okay. And just know, like, internally, just know that, like, it's not as freaky as it might seem. Creating your own info product as an intermediary within your own company, in your own business, in your own thing, and being your own brand, it's not actually that freaky. And it's actually a lot easier than you might think, but it's how we do it. It's how modern downliners do this. Okay. Questions. Why did you keen up questions here? I've been going for a little bit. I'm done. So I'm going to just keep moving forward here. Guys, I took this whole path saying to myself, what if? So I'm going to ask you the same question here. Now that I've dropped out really 30,000 foot view of how I'm doing this, I'll go through a lot more details throughout the rest of these 5 days with you, and how we get traffic, the checklist, how we price things to attract people. But you have to understand that, tell yourself, like, in 6 months from now, your future self could be thanking you. It could be. There's a lot of reasons this can't work. Okay, tons. You are your greatest asset, though, your greatest investment. And this knowledge of being able to take one step out of network marketing in terms of your company and play the game a little bit differently gives you control of lead flow. You know what's interesting? Let's just say every once in a while, someone will get kicked out of the network marketing company, not because of what I'm talking about here, but you don't own your position. All right. You don't own your position. You don't own the product. You have no control over price. You have no control of branding. It's just the reality of network marketing. Let's just say for some reason you got kicked out, or the FTC comes and shuts your network marketing company down. Just a reality that it happens sometimes. When you treat it this way, it means you own your list. That happened to me once, guys. And guess this is all I did. I sent an email to my list, which was the company in between the two things. And I sent an email and I said, hey, this happened. If you guys want to come to me, I'm going over this one now. Instant downline. It's a buffer. It's a safety net. It's a parachute to network marketing, to treat network marketing this way and be your own intermediary thing. Okay. So I'm going to teach you this process, and I dare you to avoid looking for the reasons this is not going to work. Happens every time. Okay. Because you're going to find them. You're going to find reasons this couldn't work for you. Instead, I'm going to dare you to ask, why could this work? What are the reasons this could work? Okay. What are the reasons that what are the reasons this could work for me? That could go up and pull it closer to you. Okay. Pull that goal closer to you by saying, how could this work for me? How could this be something that could be successful? Because if you can do that, sometimes that's all you need to keep hope alive. All right. I know some of you guys said you're like, oh, hope is low for me. I get it. But if you need a new fuel source for that, this is the answer. Switch. This is why I put the slide in, because we're done now. Okay. This is why I put this answer in. Switch for yourself and ask, why could this work? And then that's enough to run. That's enough. There's always 1,000 reasons all my crap won't work. There's 1,000 reasons it can. All right. So here's your homework, guys. Two things. Number one, describe your dream recruit. Okay. This is the person who you would want in your downline. Describe them. Where are they in their life? What's going on in their life? What kind of company are they in? What are they selling? Do they have their own business? Describe your dream recruit, the person you want to recruit. Describe them. Okay. Second question: what could you create in a liaison fashion that would attract someone from the internet, so you can pitch them in the back automatically? What could you create as that intermediate product right there? What is that thing that would come on in? What is that? And just 80% is the new 100%. All right. Don't worry about perfection. It's a facade anyway. Okay. Describe the dream recruit and what it is that they would be interested to click on. Solve that problem. You got it. Okay. Make sure you post your homework in the comments of the pinned post. I'm going to, right after this is over, I'll put it in there. And I want to tell you real quick, please be cautious of homework envy. It happens every time I do one of these. Everyone starts reading each other's things and they're like, oh, that was a good answer. Let it inspire you, but don't do homework envy. Okay. You're good enough. Just act. Understand that most humanity is literally an analysis paralysis. Just let it move. So if you do anything, the chances of you winning are a lot higher than you're probably portraying. It's the interesting but sad reality of the things that I teach and do. We're so afraid of making a mistake that we don't do anything. Newsflash, you're going to make mistakes. Just get over it and move, right? Also, competition is way smaller than we make in our heads because most humanity is not even moving. It's really easy to win when you take that idea. Like, it's the reason why I keep going as hard as I do, guys, because it's easy to win when you realize that literally so many people are scared of doing it right that they don't do anything. There's hardly a right. There's 30,000 view broad strokes of what right is, but there's going to be 1,000 little details that I'm not going to be able to give you an answer for. And whatever you came up with in your head in that moment is the right answer. Just go and just move. Okay. So what I want you to do is kick comparison in the neck. So this is the last part of the homework there. So number one, describe your dream recruit, the person you want in your downline, what you could create that would attract them. Then number three, I want you to write on a piece of paper, I'm going to kick comparison in the neck. Take a picture of it and post it in the comments with your homework also. Okay. And it is to be slightly cheesy, but at the same point, you do attract what you put out there. So just don't even look at others. Put your head down, don't look at the clock, and just move, right? And you'll lift your head in 6 months and be like, oh my gosh, I'm auto recruiting. Huh, cool. Okay. Remember that perfection is achieved, not when there's nothing more to add, but when there's nothing more to take away. So we get stuck sometimes in funnel land by asking, what are the rest of the secrets, right? When we're like, .com secrets, traffic secrets, network marketing secrets. We gave you all of them all. You got them. Okay, there's no more secrets. we need to subtract, not add. There's nothing more I can give you. That is the model. And instead, I'm going to walk through the next 4 days here, teaching you more of the particulars there. Okay. But keep it simple, keep it crazy, stupid, simple. Okay. So that's day one, the modern downline model. Tomorrow, I'm going to teach you more of the checklist of how to actually auto recruit as well. Please be here the full 5 days if you're committed to do this. Put your homework in the pinned post. So that's where we're figuring out the scholarship piece. And then if you are struggling, make sure to tag one of your coach mentors because they're here for you. They've committed the time and they're awesome, incredible experts themselves. Guys, thanks for being here at day one. Sorry for the little blip there that was going on there. I don't know what that was, but thank you so much. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for being inside of the Build Your Perfect Downline 5-day sprint. Go get them. This is easier to win off than you might be thinking. Of course, there's work though. And just know that what I'm going to teach you here massively, like I said, collapse time. And that's the whole goal. Awesome, guys. Thanks so much. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.